Hello, second graders. Welcome back to your reading class. Today we have a new story. Last week you looked up for the vocabulary, okay? You remember looking for the vocabulary for this story, Mantis and the Fire Trick, okay? So you already have the vocabulary. You have scent, source, stalk, okay? Shackle, skull, selfish, talk, beak, glance, and prefer. So let's start the story. Follow the reading. Mantis and the Fire Trick. The bush people lived long ago in a hot place called Africa. Praying Mantis was the bush people's friend. She liked to rest on a branch. The hot sun warmed her back. A gentle breeze cooled her face. After several minutes, the scent in the air changed. Okay? So the bush people, okay, la gente del arbusto, hace mucho tiempo vivía en un lugar caliente llamado África. Praying mantis, this is the praying mantis, okay? This is the praying mantis. Was the bush people friend. So mantis is the people's friends, es el amigo de las personas. She liked to rest on a branch. Le gustaba descansar en una rama. The hot sun warmed her back. El sol le calentaba su espalda. A gentle breeze cooled her face. Una suave brisa le refrescó su cara. After several minutes, the scent in the air changed. Después de unos minutos, la esencia o el olor, sense es esencia u olor, ¿ok? Change. So the question is, aquí está la pregunta que vamos a contestar. Where did the bush people live long ago? Where did the people live long ago? We have the bush people lived long ago in a hot place called Africa. Okay, so you have your answer. Let's continue on the next part. Yum, said Mantis. What is that delicious smell? I think it is meat, but it does not smell like any meat I have smelled before. I must find the source. Mantis crawled off the branch to stalk the smell. The scent drew her along. She crept farther. It became stronger. At last she heard a rustling. She peered through the brush to see a huge bird. Okay, so now Mantis, okay, smelled something and it was delicious. Okay, so what did she smell? It smelled meat. And what is meat? Carne. Okay, so she smelled meat. Okay, but it must find the source. Entonces Mantis tenía que encontrar de dónde venía ese olor, ¿ok? Entonces Mantis gateó, ¿ok? Gateó en la rama para como acechar el olor, para ver de dónde venía ese olor. The scent drew her along, she crept farther. Entonces el olor la atrapó tanto que ella siguió viendo qué era. Se volvía más fuerte. Al final ella escuchó algo y vio a través del arbusto un gran pájaro. So the question is, why did Mantis crawl off the branch? ¿Por qué Mantis gateó en la rama? Okay, we have the answer here. Okay, Mantis crawled off the branch to stalk the smell. So here you have your answer. Continuing on the next part. Mantis realized it was ostrich. Okay, this word is said ostrich. With his long legs and long neck, the large bird had a piece of meat on a stick. He held it with one wing over a gleaming orange blob. The bird watched the meat and the blob very carefully. As Mantis watched, Ostrich turned the meat over and over. Soon its color changed from red to brown. Juice dripped and sizzled when it hit the blob. The meat itself made a hissing and spitty sound almost like a snake. Okay, so Mantis realized it was ostrich. Entonces se dio cuenta que era ostrich. And what is ostrich? It's an avestruz. Okay, it had long legs and long neck. Okay, so you can see the long neck and the long legs. The large bird had a piece of meat on the stick. As you can see here in the sticks, it has a meat. And what is meat again? It's carne, remember? Okay, so he held it with one wing over a gleaming orange blob. So this is the orange blob, okay? So the meat turned from red to brown. Entonces aquí nos cuenta que la carne mientras se estaba calentando se volvió de roja brown. So we have the question. What did ostrich had on the stick? ¿Qué tenía ostrich en el palo? We have the answer here, okay? The large bird had a piece of meat on a stick, okay? Let's continue with the next part. At last, ostrich moved the meat away from the glowing blob. A delicious smell rose from the meat. Ostrich fanned the meat with his other wing. Finally, he held the stick high. He opened his big wide, then with a giant slurp, he gobbled that meat. Mantis could see the lump sliding down Ostrich's throat. Ostrich's happy look made Mantis think it must have tasted as wonderful as it had smelled. Okay, so ostrich moved the meat, okay, movía la carne para que so it can be cooked para cocinarla, okay. So it had a good smell, tenía un buen olor, okay. So ostrich fanned his wing, entonces movía su ala para ventilar la carne, okay. So then when it was ready, he ate it, okay. Que entonces de un gran bocado se la tragó. And he had a happy face, tenía una cara muy feliz. Entonces Mantis pensó que tenía un buen sabor. So we have the question, what did ostrich fan the meat with? ¿Con qué ventilaba ostrich la carne? Okay, so here we have the answer. Ostrich fanned the meat with his other wing. Okay, let's continue. Ah, Mantis, heard Ostrich say, the wonders of fire. So that is what the orange blob is called, Mantis thought. But where did Ostrich get it? Mantis soon found out. Ostrich looked all around. Then he quickly reached down to scoop up the fire and tuck it safely under his wing. He hid the fire to keep it all to himself. Then he gave an evil chuckle. That is his secret, Mantis said to herself. But how mean not to share? If the bush people had fire, they could eat cooked meat instead of that raw and cold. Okay? So, Ostrich said, the wonders of fire. Entonces, el avestruz dijo, las maravillas del fuego. So, is that is what the orange blob is called, Mantis thought. Entonces, Mantis se dio cuenta que el orange blob se llamaba fire, ¿ok? Fuego, you know it. But where did Ostrich get it? ¿De dónde lo conseguía Ostrich el fuego? Entonces Mantis se dio cuenta cuando Ostrich empezó a ver alrededor. Ostrich looked all around. Then he quickly reached down to scoop up the fire. Entonces rápidamente él agarró un poco de fuego y lo metió debajo de su ala. Y entonces escondió el fuego solo para él mismo y se rió malvadamente al tener el fuego. Entonces Mantis se dio cuenta de su secreto. That is the secret, Mantis said to herself. But how mean not to share. Entonces aquí dijo, qué malo por no compartir. Dices, if the bush people had fire, they could eat cooked meat. Si la gente del arbusto tuvieran fuego, ellos podrían cocinar su comida y no comer carne cruda. Raw es crudo. So we have the question. What can bush people do with fire? We have the answer. They could eat cooked meat instead. Okay, good. Let's continue. Now we have Ostrich was still laughing, and Mantis wanted to crawl out there and scold him. But Mantis knew it would do no good. Ostrich was selfish from his beak to his feet. He cared only about himself. All the other animals knew it. Mantis made a decision. If anyone else is to have fire, I will have to trick Ostrich to get it. And when she saw Ostrich eating some fruit for dessert, she had an idea how to do it. Okay? So let's review. Vamos a ver. So Ostrich was laughing. Entonces el avestruz estaba riendo. And Mantis wanted to crawl out there and scold him. Entonces Mantis quería ir donde él y regañarlo. Okay? Scold es regañarlo. Pero Mantis sabía que eso no le iba a hacer bien. Ostrich was selfish. Okay? Ostrich es egoísta. Selfish means egoísta. Okay? He cared only about himself. Solo le importaba a él mismo. Mantis made a decision. If anyone else is to have fire, I will have to trick Ostrich. Entonces, para que él le pudiera dar fuego a los demás, tenía que engañar a Ostrich. ¿Ok? Entonces, aquí como ven en la imagen, fue cuando Ostrich agarró el fuego y lo escondió bajo su ala. We have the question. Let's answer the question. Why was Ostrich selfish? Here we have the answer. He cared only about himself. Good. Continue. Okay. We have Mantis knew about a tree with the sweetest plums in the world. She would use it to trick Ostrich. So the next day, Mantis called out to him, "Hey, Ostrich, remember to follow the reading, please, okay?" Ostrich was licking, okay? Licking means when you do with your tongue is lick, okay? How do I say it? Lick, lamer, sorry, yes, lick is lamer, okay? So ostrich was licking. Estaba lamiendo, okay? Okay, so let's continue with the reading. Okay. He's big after his meal. How about some plums for dessert? Mantis asked. Ostrich did not even glance at Mantis. I prefer pears. But these plums are so delicious, Mantis pleaded. Finally, Ostrich agreed to follow Mantis to the tree. Yum, these are good, Ostrich declared as he swallowed plum after plum. So go back. Mantis knew about a tree with the sweetest plums in the world. Okay, so Mantis sabía de un árbol con las ciruelas más dulces en el mundo. Okay, she will use it to trick Ostrich. La usaría para engañar a Ostrich. So the next day she called Ostrich, and Ostrich was licking his beak. What is beak? Pico. So licking, remember, lamer, was licking his beak. Entonces estaba lamiendo el pico after his meal. Okay, so he was eating probably lunch, dinner, or breakfast. How about some plums for dessert? Mantis asked. So Mantis offered plums. Le ofreció ciruelas. Ostrich did not even glance. Ni siquiera miró a Mantis. I prefer pears. Yo prefiero peras. Prefer es preferir. But these plums are so delicious, Mantis pleaded. Remember, plums so delicious. Finally, Ostrich agreed. Entonces, agree means accedió. To follow Mantis to the tree. So, Ostrich followed Mantis. So we have this question. What fruit will Mantis give Ostrich for dessert? ¿Qué fruta le va a dar Mantis a Ostrich para de postre? Here we have, okay. She will give plums, the sweetest plums in the world. Okay. Last one, okay. We're almost finishing. Don't worry. Mantis pointed. The best ones are up there. So Ostrich stretched his neck. He stood on his tippy toes, but he couldn't quite reach. He strained more, this time spreading his wings for balance. And when he did, some of the fire dropped out, and Mantis snatched it quickly as that. The bush people cheered when Mantis brought them fire. Every time she passed their village, the wonderful smell of cooking meat was her thanks. Ostrich now holds his wings close to his body. The fire is safe, but he can never fly. So when Ostrich was eating the plums, Mantis says, the best ones are up there. Entonces cuando Ostrich estaba comiendo la ciruela, le dijo que las mejores estaban más arriba. So Ostrich stretched his neck, okay? Tiró todo su cuello lo más posible, okay? He stood on his tippy toes and se paró en sus puntitas de los pies, okay? But he couldn't reach, pero aún así no podía alcanzar. Reach es alcanzar. He strained more, entonces se estiró más, this time spreading his wings for balance. Entonces, para poderse estirar más, él tuvo que abrir sus alas para tomar balance. And when he did, some of the fire dropped out. Y cuando él abrió sus alas, como él ahí guardaba su fuego, se cayó un poco del fuego que él tenía ahí. And Mantis snatched it quickly as that. Entonces Mantis lo corrió y lo agarró de un solo. The bush people cheered when Mantis brought them fire. Y la gente del bush estaba muy felices porque Mantis les había llevado el fuego. Entonces aquí, y ellos le agradecían cada vez que cocinaban y él se sentía feliz con el olor de la carne que estaban cocinando. Y entonces ahora Ostrich Por eso tiene sus alas pegadas al cuerpo, para que el fuego nunca salga de ella y por eso nunca vuela. Eso según la historia en África, ¿verdad? Okay, so we have the question. What did Mantis grab when Ostrich opened his wings? ¿Qué agarró Mantis cuando Ostrich abrió sus alas? Here we have the question. Okay. The fire, because the fire dropped, okay, so she grabbed the fire. Good. So thank you. Please answer the questions from the video and write it in your notebook and send them via Edmodo. Please. Bye. See you next class.